India stands at the very brink of her nationhood. Let's get you the national results of our SMS poll. The Jammu and Kashmir crisis is Azadi, an idea whose time has come. What are you telling us at the start of the show? 70%, in fact, are there saying yes, and 27% are saying no. So a big majority there are saying yes, Azadi is an idea whose time has come. On that point, crossfire. Arun Jaitley of the Bharatiya Janata Party, your party is telling us that this is a dispute between separatists and nationalists. But there are many liberal writers, of whom Arundhati Roy, the eminent writer, is one, who's saying that Kashmir needs Azadi. Columnists like Veer Sangvi, like Swaminathan Iyer are all saying India cannot hold Kashmir by force. There has to now be a referendum, there has to be a plebiscite, and Kashmiris must be allowed to determine whether they want to stay with India or not. How do you react to that?
Well, I totally reject this idea. I think India can do without Arundhati Roy, it can't do without Kashmir. The point simply is, you had a certain set of wrong policies which culminated in a situation where the whole movement which started for a separate status in 1950, its journey has been towards separatism. But I think even today, no country worth its salt is going to allow its territory to be compromised with, and India shall not under any circumstances compromise with this territory. It is true that the space for the nationalist forces, the mainstream political parties in Kashmir, has been narrowed down in the last few days. But that's a recent phenomena. There was a phenomena a couple of months ago where the national parties and the mainstream parties had a large amount of space in Kashmir. Some wrong policies of the government are responsible for this, but I think India as a nation should stand unitedly, determined to get back that space for the nationalist forces and the mainstream parties, even in the Kashmir.
So do you therefore believe that all such writers, whether it's Arundhati Roy or whether it's Veer Sangvi or whether it's Swaminathan Iyer, are they all anti-national?
Well, I am not for a moment saying that, but I certainly will say that writing an article is very different from running a country. Countries are not administered by writers who can write in the flow of the movement. Countries are held together by a determination to hold the nation together, and those who have no stake in running a system are free to express their views in a democratic society, but certainly I don't think their views are going to be acceptable to a large part of India.
Okay, well, let's hear from Mehbooba Mufti. Mehbooba Mufti, you have just today launched an attack on the BJP, saying that it's the Sangh Parivar elements which is making matters worse. The BJP has in fact called for the PDP to be deregistered and believes that the truck drivers who caused the blockade were all PDP activists. But don't you feel that such slogans as Bharat Teri Maut Aayi, Lashkar Aayi, Jeeve Jeeve Pakistan, should you not sound a note of caution? Should you not challenge these kind of slogans?
Well, Sagarika, we have always been very consistent in that you cannot wish away the Kashmir problem. You need to have a dialogue and evolve a solution to the Kashmir problem. I mean, you just can't wish away the situation in Kashmir. The process that was started by Atal Bihari Vajpayee, he had two rounds of dialogue with the Hurriyat leaders. Many confidence-building measures were taken forward. But unfortunately, for the last 3 years, all those measures, they came to a standstill, whether it was the Muzaffarabad road, whether it was reduction of troops, whether it was revocation of special powers. I mean, the reconciliatory process that had started by Atal Bihari Vajpayee, it continued till 2005, but suddenly after the transfer of power, everything came to a standstill. You just can't blame the people of Kashmir. You have pushed them to the wall with this economic blockade by BJP. You have totally alienated the people of Kashmir.